Guys, a question that I get asked on a daily basis is, Jack, what equipment do you use to film? What tripod are you using? What camera are you using? What earphones do you use to listen to music on? Well, today I'm going to be going through all of that for you guys. I did try to make the intro kind of original because the idea of this video is very unoriginal. This is just a what's in my bag. So if you guys are not interested in what is in my bag, be sure to click away now. I really do not mind because I don't even know why people find these videos so interesting, but just so I don't get asked on a daily basis anymore, you guys can just come straight to the video and you guys can know what I film with, what I record with, what I listen to music on, all the equipment I use, all of the lenses I have, all of the tripods that I have, and just everything I use in general to make YouTube videos. Firstly, I think we should actually start with the bag. This is the bag that I got today. It was only £12 and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compartments in it, and this is the bag that I was using before. As I was saying, before that green one, I was using this red duffer bag everywhere I went, and all I had in it was my laptop in the back, tripod, cameras in here, and everything would clink and clank together. It just wasn't really good, very safe for any of my equipment, so I upgraded to this one, which has many more compartments, keep everything very separated, and it just goes to show that just because it has a brand on it, it doesn't mean it's automatically 10 times better, because this bag by far is way better than that one that just says duffer on it. Let's get into the equipment. I think it's only right if we start with the small things first. So what we're going to start with are my mounts and screws. These things are called phone mounts or smartphone mounts or whatever you want to call them. I do get a lot of time lapses and I do record a lot of footage on my iPhone, so I do need some mounts to keep it steady. I don't just want to have a time lapse where it's doing that every 2 seconds. You just don't want that. So if you guys want to record on your phone and want to get some time lapses, I really do recommend these phone mounts. So you guys might be asking yourself, why do you have two? Do you have 2 phones? I do not have 2 phones.
I got too many disabilities to count. My mental state is deteriorating by the day. I have lost all will to live. Why don't my grandchildren ever visit?
I do not have 2 phones, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So if one breaks, I always have 1 spare. And as you guys can see here, this one doesn't have the little tab that you used to pull it up. So this one's by far better, and this one's just my backup. If this one breaks or gets lost, I always have to carry 2 around with me. All these things are little screws, little mounts, little pieces that I use or carry around with me just in case things break. So this thing is like a spare head top for the tripod that I'm going to get to in a minute. But that's basically all it is. It's just spare parts and spare screws and spare everything just in case things break. So that's one recommendation I have for you guys. If you're carrying around things like tripods, like phones, everything, always carry a second one in case one breaks. You always have a backup and you don't need to stress about, oh my god, what am I going to do now that I have a tripod? Well, I never have that problem because I have a spare one right there. And it just fell on the floor. Okay, let's get into a slightly bigger section of the bag now. This is where I keep all my tripods and lenses. You guys might be thinking, Jack, what do you mean by lenses? You don't even have a DSLR yet. Well, I mean phone lenses. As I said, I do a lot of my shooting and time lapses on my phone, and I did get one yesterday with a fisheye lens, and I think it looks really, really cool. So definitely, if you guys, I said, again, if you guys are getting into filming with your phone, smartphone, iPhone, whatever you want, whatever you need, definitely look into getting some different lenses. So you have a macro lens, a fisheye lens, wide angle, all of that stuff. Just in these 2 lenses, they can be put together, taken apart. These are really, really good lenses. I think it was like £15 on Amazon or something. I'll try and put links to everything in the description down below. It helps you guys out a bit more. But these things actually come with magnets, which they can attach to your keys. But I lost the magnets, so I just keep them in a glasses case because I used to wear glasses. Well, still do wear glasses. But I keep them in a glasses case just so they're safe and they don't get scratched up. Yeah, lenses for your phone, definitely a must-have if you're shooting on your phone. These things are tripods or mini tripods. Now let's get into the Joby GorillaPod first. Now I do genuinely love this thing to bits. It's my go-to GorillaPod for anything, go-to tripod for that matter, for anything I want to film. Taking into account that I have a point and shoot over a DSLR, having a smaller tripod is always better. When you're carrying around like a big DSLR, a big GorillaPod and a big mic, it really can get a handful sometimes. So always having a point and shoot and a Joby GorillaPod Mini on the go is always helpful, and it's always light and compact to carry around. If you guys, you won't have any issues with this thing. I see this little screw here does wobble around quite a bit, and I don't know why they don't manufacture it with the screw already tight, but if you have a screwdriver on board or some blue tack as I've used, you can just tighten it or wedge it in so it doesn't move anymore. This screw wobbling could be a problem when you've had phone mounts, GoPro mounts and everything to this tripod. It wobbles around a bit, makes the footage look really shaky, really unstabilized. So yeah, definitely Only problem with this tripod is the screw wobbles around a bit, but apart from that, it's a perfect tripod to use. The second tripod I have here isn't actually an official like branded tripod. I got it from a shop called Tiger. If you guys are in the UK, you'll probably know what Tiger is, but this is an amazing tripod. It's really soft on your hands, as you guys can see. Really spongy and really soft. So for like vlogs and everything, it's really perfect, really ideal. I keep saying really. Why do I say really so much? Ideal tripod for vlogging and everything because it's so spongy, very soft and comfortable on your hands. So if you guys are getting into vlogging and don't want to spend a lot of money on a Joby GorillaPod, I really do recommend this tripod to you guys. Let's get into the main compartment of my bag. This here is the JJRC Elfie. It says on the box that it's the world's smallest drone. It might have been for its time, but definitely since this thing come out, I've seen so many smaller drones than this. And while it is not the smallest drone, I definitely do believe it is one of the lightest. I think this weighs like 40 grams, and that is, look at this thing. It is so light, so compact. It folds in as well, so the blades and propellers don't get shattered and broken in your bag. And this thing is an ideal drone to have. If you guys are starting off with YouTube and you don't want to spend thousands of pounds on a Phantom, this thing, the JJRC Elfie, is an ideal drone. One thing to keep in mind though, it doesn't shoot in 720p. I think it's 480p, but beginner YouTubers like myself, ideal footage, ideal drone, ideal price, ideal size, just ideal everything. Next camera I have on board is my GoPro. This thing actually isn't an official GoPro. It's just a 1080p action cam. Now, why would you spend hundreds of pounds on a GoPro when you can just get this thing and it does the exact same thing? I think the only difference between this and a GoPro is that this thing doesn't have a colored on switch. That is genuinely the only difference. But yeah, definitely I really recommend for people again that don't have that much money to spend on good quality cameras. Action cams that shoot in 1080p are just as good as GoPros for a fraction of the price. Definitely recommend this thing 100%. If you might sound weird, but this is a travel bag as well as a camera bag, so I do keep earphones and headphones in there for music and everything. Just a quick little heads up, earphones are everything. I got these for like a $5, and these are like stretchy bendy ones that can go around your ears and everything. I got it from the same place I got this red tripod, and it really does seem like I like red a lot, but genuinely black is my favorite color. I'm so emo. This is just a case, but this is kind of just to symbolize the camera that I'm using. I am using a Sony point and shoot. Now, I'm not really sure of the specs or anything, but as you guys can see right now, the picture and the audio are kind of good for its price. I don't use any external mics, and I don't use any color grading. This is genuinely just a raw picture and the raw audio that you get from this camera that I'm using right now. As I said guys, links to everything will be down in the description, so if you guys are not sure on what you want to buy, how you want to buy it, how cheap it is, how pricey it is, everything will be down in the description. They'll take you probably to Amazon, because that's where I will try and link the cheapest prices to everything down in the description below. The final thing that I want to point out is my tripod. Now obviously I can't show you this tripod because, actually I can, I'll show you in the mirror. This is a tripod that I'm using right here. It is a Kong tripod. I think I got it from Amazon for like £15, and it's really good, really sturdy. It folds up into a thing literally the size of this, so it's really good, really compact, really light also. So if you guys are looking into getting a tripod, a steady picture to put your camera on top, I definitely do recommend this tripod right here. And that's everything that is in my bag guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and hopefully you guys have learned something from this video, but not everything has to have a brand on it, be A1. I say guys, hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to slap a like and down below, it was appreciated. Subscribe to become a latest member of Jack Pack today, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out people. Have a beautiful day.